No Neymar, no Kylian Mbappe, both injured. And then it was Paris Saint-Germain hurt by Branko van der Boomen. The Toulouse captain catching out Gigi Donnarumma to give TFC 20th minute lead. Well, Achraf Hakimi had a beautiful goal, harshly if correctly ruled out at Montpellier midweek. Nothing to cancel out this thunderbolt of a left-footed effort. 4 for the season for the Moroccan international, equaling his tally for last year. And then it was the fullback popping up in the central position, linking with Vitinha and smartly leaving it to Lionel Messi. The Argentine hitting 10 for the season. Most importantly, 3 points. Paris, 9 points clear. That's because Marseille lost on Sunday night. Nice continued their revival under Didier Digard. Etienne Labor's shot too hot to handle for Paul Lopez. And Sofiane Diop with his first goal since joining the club last summer. Gaëtan, the creator for the first. After Claire Todibo found him down the right flank, he would end up being the goal scorer, scoring in 3 straight games. It turned out to be 3 straight wins. Yet Marseille did threaten to get back into things. Alexis Sanchez and Ruslan Malinovsky coming off the bench at half-time, and the latter getting on the score sheet. The Ukrainians first since arriving from Atalanta. But then the pick of the bunch and the game clincher, Bilal Brahimi with his first ever goal in Ligue Uber Eats, and one he'll never forget. Well, Lens had put Brest out of the Coupe de France earlier in the year, but this a completely different Brest side under their new coach Leroy, and Jeremy Ledouaron was on hand to poke home and give the Pirates the lead. Brilliant ball from Pierre Lesmelu, but once again Lens did show that steal away from home as they did against Troyes last week. A first ever Ligue 1 goal, and his first for Lens. Jonathan Grady taking advantage of Marco Bizot's rare mistake. Clermont were on a roll, having been unbeaten in 5 for the first time in their short top-flight history. Just 3 minutes in, though, their joy punctured by Guillermo Maripan. Third of the season, as many minutes as it took for the Chilean, with a helping head to open the scoring. Brilliant work from Takumi Minamino as the Japanese international raced into space. He picked out Alexander Golovin. He missed the Japanese international, but couldn't finish. But Breel EMBOLO certainly could. Well, Rennes had lost on the opening day at home to Lorient, but they'd won the next 10 at Roseanne Park. They looked on course to make that 11. I mean, Guerreri celebrating 100th Ligue 1 Uber Eats appearance with a goal. And if you blinked, you would have missed it. 26 seconds on the clock, and Lille went behind, and yet they didn't let their heads go down. It's been a tough time for Idon Zegrova. A year at Lille since signing for 7 million from Basel. But after the wonderful touch from Angel Gomez, he absolutely slammed it home. With his tail up, he was certainly a man on a mission. The Kosovan international turning provider. Remy Cabella, just 5 minutes from time. Stunning Roseanne Park. And as Rennes pushed for a leveller, the dog took a final bite deep into injury time. They'd already had plenty of attempts before Andre Gomez scored for the first time in 84 games to give Lille a stunning 3-1 Breton victory. Well, Angers set the record for the worst ever sequence of defeats, but they were delighted. Paul Bernardoni helped them to stop it at 13. Regis Lebris frustrated. His side didn't have that cutting edge. Ibrahim Kone failing to score there. Baptiste Mendy with a delicious ball in. Vito Manoni with a stunning save to keep Lorient in with a point. Artois were hoping to learn the lessons of their late point given away against Lens, but Bradley Barcola, 2 minutes before the break, scored his first ever Ligue 1 Uber Eats goal. A breakout moment for the 20-year-old, knocking at the door, finally finding the edge. Rene Lopez seeing possession ripped away from him, and that got Ryan Cherki on the move. Flight of foot, a poke of the right foot. Gauthier Gallon beaten. The first time two under-20s had scored in the same match for Lyon since Benzema and Ben Arfa. Now Reed, Cherki and Barcola. And Ronnie Lopez, having lost the ball ahead of the second goal, and his two big misses that would have led to a first home win of the season against Lens. No wonder he was an explosion of emotion when he finally did hit the back of the net past Anthony Lopez. But Lopez is clashing. It's the striker who came out on top. Alexandre Lacazette showed he's still got plenty in the tank. A quite sumptuous finish to round off a stunning 3-1 win. AUXERRE very bright at their Stade L'Abbé Deschamps, with the end testing out the reflexes of Evann in the Reims goal. The Vermois have been on stunning form, following Balogun in particular. He did remain the division's top scorer come the finish, but was unable to add to his 14 goals. Lens, though, remaining unbeaten for 14 matches. They would have hoped for a little bit more. They did, in fact, score, but an earlier offside ruling it out. Marshall Minuzzi denied. AJACCIO desperate for some home comforts, having found most of their points on the road, but instead it was Nantes that had them guessing at how their season might end. Evan Guesson finishing brilliantly from Samuel Mutasami's delicious assist. Ignacio Ganago, ever the runner, putting a lovely ball in. In the end, the ball came back to Ludovic Blas, and a handball not only saw Diallo sent off, but the Nantes number 10 with the chance to round things off a minute before time. Blasting home, Nantes going 4 clean sheets in a row on the road. Well, Strasbourg in desperate need, without a home win all season, but this a rip-roaring start, and it ended with a goal after 13 seconds. Habib Diallo bringing Le Meno to life. Relief all round, although Jean Elude Aulu would then be sent off on 33 minutes, and yet a brilliant ball from Alexander Djikou, a defensive mare, and Diallo with a deadly double to bring Racing a vital first home win and hope of getting out of the drop zone. First step very much taken. 23 goals, not too many overall in week 22. A couple of goalless draws, but the big one, Strasbourg winning their first at home of the season. Paris stretched their lead to 9 points after Marseille and Lens failed to win. Monaco now just 2 points off. Marseille and Lens now locked on 46 points together. Angers with a point to end that horror run, but still adrift. Auxerre as well. Strasbourg and Ajaccio just a point from safety. Well, the busy times don't stop. Coupe de France in midweek, and then Nice kick off against Ajaccio. But there's a real match on Sunday. Lyon taking on Lens.